Good, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the class on numerical and statistical method, where we are continuing our discussion on standard deviation. Last class, we started discussing about standard deviation. You remember, right? Standard deviation we represent by the symbol called sigma. So whenever we talk about standard deviation, we represent standard deviation by the symbol called sigma, and the square of standard deviation is variance. I hope you people remember. Okay, the square of standard deviation, we'll call that as a variance. Okay, and the formula for standard deviation and all, the formula for standard deviation, if we have a raw data, we calculate standard deviation either by this formula under root of summation of x square by n minus x bar square. Okay, already we did numerical based on this formula, or you can use the formula summation of x minus x bar whole square by n. Okay, when you get the question where you have raw data, where you have you use this formula whenever you have a raw data. If you get a problem where of standard deviation calculation, where your question is based on standard, where your question is based on class intervals with frequency. Guys, whenever you get a questions on class interval with frequency, make sure the class interval is continuous in nature. If you get a discrete class interval, make sure you convert the discrete class interval into continuous class interval. The reason why already I have mentioned before that whatever we are studying everything under normal distribution curve. So because we are studying everything under normal distribution curve, so under normal distribution curve, the representation should be continuous in nature. Okay, so make sure that, and at the same time, if you get any question where less than class interval with less than cumulative frequency is given, and then you have to find the standard deviation, or if you get a problem where you have more than class interval with more than cumulative frequency. So that in those cases, you have to convert that the data what is given into normal class interval with normal frequency, and then you use the calculation part. So I hope you are understanding. In case like for example, one minute, let me just erase this. So in case for an example, if you get some kind of data like this, less than 300, then less than 400, and if I give you less than 500, I give you some 12, 24, then 39, and then 61, something like this. I give you this question. Suppose this question I give you, and if I ask you calculate the standard deviation, If I ask you calculate the standard deviation. So guys, you know the formula. I know you know the formula how to calculate the standard deviation. You know these formulas. Like I given you a formula of raw data, but if I give you the formula of class interval with frequency also, you can easily know how to do class interval with frequency formulas. I have given you class interval with frequency formula. Already I have given you in last class. So if class interval with frequency is given, if class interval frequency is given, then the formula of standard deviation is under root of summation of f x minus x bar whole square by summation of f, or you can use the formula, or you can use the formula, or you can use the formula, standard deviation formula by summation of f square by summation of f minus summation of fx by summation of f whole square. So you can use this formula. So you can use any of these formulas. You can use any of these formulas, and by using these formulas, you get the value standard deviation. Squaring of that will give you The squaring of that will give you the variance. Now, in case if I give you the data like this, you cannot calculate the standard deviation in this data. To calculate the standard deviation, you need to convert this data into normal class interval with normal frequency. Then only you can do any calculation. To convert this data into normal class interval with normal frequency. So you know that with less than, we always write the upper limit, and you can see the difference is 100. So this class interval will be 100 to 200, 200 to 300, then 300 to 400, and then 400 to 500. The frequency, because this is less than cumulative frequency, if you convert the less than cumulative frequency to normal frequency, this would be 12, then 24 minus 12 means 12, then 39 minus 24 is 15. Okay, and then 61 minus 39, that would be 20. And the total sum, if you do, you'll get 61. Now for this, you can calculate the standard deviation. I hope you know how to calculate the standard deviation. Beyond it, you can easily do. So I hope you people are understanding. Okay, whenever you get the problem, how do you solve the problem? Okay, so make sure you do like this way. Okay, everyone, imagine if I give you more than class interval with more than cumulative frequency. Imagine if I give you more than class interval with more than cumulative. Imagine. Next question. If I give you suppose more than class interval with more than cumulative frequency, more than class interval with more than cumulative frequency, like suppose if I ask you, if I give you more than, okay, 350, then more than 500, then more than 650, okay, then more than 800, something. Cumulative frequency, I give you 16 and 45, okay, then 25, and then 10, something like this. Now, this is the data given. Now, if I ask you calculate the standard deviation of this, imagine if I give you this much data, calculate you, I expect you to calculate the standard deviation. So when you get this data, you have to, when you get this data, the first thing what you have to do, you have to convert this data into normal class intervals with normal frequency. So you have to convert this data into normal class interval with normal frequency. Whenever you see more than class interval with more than cumulative frequency, you have to understand with more than you use lower limit. So these all are lower limit. And if you see the difference is 150, 150, 150. So the class interval, this will be 350 to 500, then 500 to 650, then 650 to 800, then 800 to 950. Okay, frequency. How you find a normal frequency? Start from down, 10, then 25 minus 10. This is 15. Then 45 minus 25. This will be 20. And then 60 minus 45. This will be 15. You get the normal frequency. Now you can do the further calculation. Here, everyone. Anyone have any doubt? Anything you want to ask from me? Now we'll do this problem. Now we'll do the problem, this problem. So this is again the standard deviation calculation will be, but this is done on the assumed mean. Okay. So we'll do this question came in which year? I think this was 5 marks question, which came, I don't know which year it came, 2018, I believe so. So let's do this problem. So if you have to do calculation of standard deviation, if you have to do calculation of standard deviation, if we talk about calculation of standard deviation on assume mean method. So if you have to do through assume mean method or step deviation method. I hope you understand. Both mean same thing. assume mean or step deviation method. Both means same thing. So assume mean, whenever you take assume mean, automatically you calculate the step deviation. Guys, so here the formula of standard deviation, I'll write in the term variance. Okay, standard deviation is square root of this. So that would be h. Let it be like this. So h, we are writing standard deviation. H equals sum of fd square divided by sum of d square divided by sum of f minus sum of fd by sum of f whole square. This is the formula. If you are trying to calculate the standard deviation on assume mean method, if you are trying to calculate the standard deviation on assume mean method, if you are trying to calculate the standard deviation on assume mean method or step deviation method, then this is the formula where what is d? What is d? D is any x value minus assume mean. What is d? Assume mean. What is d? D is any x value minus d is x value minus assume mean. What do you mean you assumed as any x value which you assumed as a assume mean. I hope you remember this formula of D of the step deviation method. H is the class size. Okay, the upper limit minus lower limit. And how you used to calculate the mean, guys? How you used to calculate the mean? Mean calculate by the formula for assume mean plus H into sum of FD by sum of F. This was the formula. This was the formula of mean. I hope you remember you did calculation based on this formula. This was your formula of mean. This was the formula of step deviation when your x is bigger in value and you don't want to use calculator. Without calculator, you want the answer. Then we take the help of step deviation or assume mean method. And if you want to calculate the standard deviation, then probably if you want to calculate the standard deviation, then probably this would be a formula. With this formula, you can solve it. Okay, anyone, any doubt? Fine. So let me write down the problem. The class interval. Please write my class interval. I want to calculate the standard deviation by step deviation method. So let me just write down the frequency. 526, 526, 47. 526, 45. 1417. 1417, 45, 26, 5, 2. 30, 30 to 40, 40 to 50, 50 to 60, 60 to 70. Guys, anyone, any question, any confusion, please ask me. Now assume mean method I want to use. So what I do, I'll find x will be 5, 15, 25, 35, 45, 55, 65. You understand, right? Now, out of this x value, any value you can call as assume mean. So, out of this x value, you can call any value as assume mean. Normally, I told you what I do normally. I'll always take the smallest value as assume mean. I told you. Hmm. So, so out of this x value, you can call any value as an assume mean. Okay, you can call any value as assume mean. So normally in textbook, they used to take always the middle value as assume mean, but I always take the smallest value as assume mean. So I hope you understood. So let my assume mean is 5. So you can take any value as assume mean. Already I approved in the past that which any value you take, your answer will not get changed. So here also I'll do the same thing. I've taken let 5 as assume mean, and then I wrote the formula d is equal to x minus 5 divided by what is the height? Height, if you see the difference, what is the height? The difference is 10, 10, 10. You can see the difference. So I divide it by 10. Okay, so 5 minus 5 by 0 by 10 is 0. Then this will be 1. This would be 2. This will be 2. This will be 3. This will be 4, 5, 6. Any doubt, anyone? Once you get the d value, what you need sum of fd, sum of f to anyway you know sum of f anyway you know. What is the value of sum of f? Sum of f would be 4 plus 1, 5. 4 plus 1, 5. 5 plus 55, 50. 50, 55, 55, 55, 57, 57, 57. Okay, then 17 plus 26. This is 43. 57 plus 53. This will be 100. This is equal to 100. So sum of f is equal to 100. So sum of f is 100. You know, sum of f is 100. Okay, this is 100. Now sum of fd, for sum of fd, I need f into d. F into d, 1 into 0, 0, 0. 4 into 1, 0, 4. 17 into 2, 34. Then 45 threes are 135. 45 threes are 135. Okay, 26 fours are 102. And 26 to the 54 inside 52. 26 to the 52. 52 twos are 104. 104. 5 fives are 25. Then 2 6 are 12. Now sum of f into d. Sum of f into d. Sum of f into d is 4 4 8. Okay, 8 plus 10, 18, 20, 24, 24, 2 carry, 2 carry, 2 plus 3, 5, 5 plus 3, 8, 8 plus 2, 10, 11, 1 carry, 1, 2, 3, 3, 1, 4. The sum of FD is 3, 1, 4. Sum of FD is 3, 1, 4. Okay, so then square d square 0, 1, 4, then 9, then 16, then 25, then 30, then FD square 1 into 0, 0, 0, 1 in 4 into 1, 0, 17 fours are 68, 45 nines are 45 nines are 45 nines are 9 fives are 55, 36, 405. 405, 405. Then 26 into 16. 26 into 16, 16 into 26, 16 into 26, 16, 16 into 26, 16 into 26, 16 6 are 96, 16 2s are 32, this is 6, 11, 416, 416. Then 5 25s are 125, then 36 2s are 72. So sum of the b square, that is 6 plus 4 10, this is 20, then this is 30, this is 30, we carry 6 plus 3 9, 10, 12, 19, 1 carry 4 8 9 10, 1090. Sum of FD square is 1090. Clear everyone? Some D, so we are doing by assume mean method. So we found this value. Once you get this value, now once you get this value, so you know that your H is 10, sum of F is 100, sum of F into D is 314, and sum of F into D square is 1090. Correct, right? You get everything. Now I'll find the standard deviation, that is H into sum of F square by sum of F minus sum of FD by sum of F whole square. This will give you the standard deviation. H is 10, sum FD square 1090 by 100 minus sum of FD is 314 by 100 whole square. So this is equal to 10. This is 10.9 minus 0.14 square. So this is 10 into 10.9 minus 3.14 square, 3.14 square. 9.85, 9.8596, 9.85, 9.8596. The deviation is 10 into 10.9 minus this, and then find the square root. This will be 1.02, if I'm not wrong. 1.02. Standard deviation of this is 1 point. This is 1.0404. So standard deviation is equal to 10 into 1.0, means 10 point. So this would be a standard deviation. Any doubt, anyone? Standard deviation is 10.2. You can solve it by normal method also. If you solve, you can try solving this by normal method after the class. Sum of f x minus x bar whole square, you will get the same answer only. Sum of f x minus x bar whole square by sum of f, you get the same answer. Clear everyone? So this is how we did by assume mean method. You'll get the answer 10.2. Let me search if there's more question based on assume mean method. Let me search if there's any more question on assume mean method. So if you want, you can solve one problem. I'll give you one problem. You can solve this problem on assume mean method. Calculation of this will be your home assignment. Calculation of standard deviation. Calculate mean and calculate mean. Calculate mean and standard deviation. Calculate mean and standard deviation. Calculate mean standard deviation of following data by step deviation. Step, you do this calculation by yourself by step deviation. Write down this problem. This will be assignment. You can try this question. This is your assignment. You have to find the mean and standard deviation by assume mean method. This is the assignment which you will do. Answer I'm telling you now, only I'm telling you the answer. Answer you'll get is mean as 68.1 and the standard deviation what you will get here is standard deviation what you will get here is will be around 12.505. You can try this problem. This will be assignment for you. And solve it by assume mean method also. Only after you do with assume mean method, you can try with the another formulas. The last class, the formulas what I have discussed, you can do by that way. But first, do it by assume mean method and send me your answer. Okay, so in the group you can post your answer. Clear? Anyone have any doubt? Any question you want to ask from me?
बोला ना ब्रेक रखता हूँ.
I'll give you two another problems. So these all are your home assignment. So is that the frequency 4 in the value 1, 2, 3, 4. 4, yeah. This is 4. This is 4. So this is your one assignment. This is question number 1 of your assignment. Question number 2 of your assignment. Question number 2 of your assignment. Write down the problem. This next assignment. This is next assignment. The arithmetic mean. Arithmetic mean. The standard deviation. Arithmetic mean and the standard deviation. Set of R43 5 respectively. If value an item of value 63 added to the set. So find the standard deviation. Find the mean and the standard deviation. Then so your answer is 45 and your standard deviation is 7.64. This is your answer. Try this question and this are the answer. This is your question number 2. Okay. Then question number 3. Question number 3 for you for assignment. The variance of series, the variance of the series of numbers, variance of the series of numbers, 3, 11, and x is 1/4. Find the value of x. This is your third question. Your answer should be 6 or 14/3. Solve this question. So these all are your assignment. Fourth question. Mean of 5 observations. Mean of 5 observations is 4.4. Mean of 5 observations is 4.4. And the variance is 8.24. If three of five observations, if three of the five observations are 1, comma 2, and 6, find the value of it. Okay, the answer is 4, comma 9. These four are your assignment. You do these questions. Okay, if you have any doubt, we'll discuss about them in the next class. So these four are your assignment. Okay, everyone. So 4 questions I gave you assignment. You solve these questions. If you have any doubt, let me know. But tomorrow we'll start skewness. So skewness, curtosis. You can see in your question paper, you get questions on skewness, coefficient of skewness. This we'll do tomorrow. So always what we have different methods like Boyle method of determining coefficient skewness, then Carl Pearson method, then Kelly method. So we'll discuss problems on skewness tomorrow. This problem you can see this problem. This what to calculate Carl Pearson and Boyle coefficient of skewness. So we'll discuss these problems tomorrow. Okay, so this much I'll do in standard deviation. Uh, this, so you either it's raw data or class interval and frequency. You can easily do them. This question also you can simply use the formula. You can use any formula. You can use any formula. Formula 1 under root of f x minus x bar whole square by summation of f, or you can use summation of f square by summation of f minus summation of f whole square, or you can use h into summation of fd square by summation of f minus summation of fd by summation of f whole square. So you can use any formula, you get the same answer. Okay. Any doubt, anyone, anything you want to ask from me? So these four assignments are there already. I gave you the answer. So you can check these answers, solve this question today and post your answer in the group. Okay. Tomorrow we'll start the concept of skewness and we'll continue discussion. Anyone, any doubt, anything you want to ask me before we wind up the class? Okay, everyone. Then if no one have any doubt, Mega, Mohan, Rafnaz, Nirupam, Pooja, Sujan, I hope you don't have any doubt. If you have any doubt, you can ask me now or later on you can message the group. You can ask any doubts if you have. Okay. We can continue our discussion. I hope you people are enjoying the classes. You people are understanding whatever I'm teaching you. Anyone have any doubt? Anything you want to ask for me? Okay, guys, then if no one have any concern, then we'll wind up the class. Thank you, everyone. Take care, man.